Welcome, dear friend, to Echoes of Thought. I'm so glad you found your way here tonight, to this quiet corner of the world where wisdom meets rest, where ancient voices whisper gentle truths into the darkness. If this is your first time joining us, you might consider subscribing to our channel, where we gather regularly to explore the deeper currents of thought and find peace in the timeless wisdom of those who walked before us. But for now, simply let yourself settle in, wherever you are, however you've arrived at this moment. Tonight, we're going to journey together through the gentle art of letting go. We'll walk alongside the great philosophers and thinkers who understood that true peace comes not from grasping, but from releasing. Not from doing more, but from being present with what is. The Stoics knew this, the Buddhists taught this, the Taoists lived this, and tonight you get to experience this ancient wisdom as a gift to yourself, a permission to rest, to be still, to simply exist without the need to prove or achieve or become anything other than what you already are. As we begin, know that you are exactly where you need to be. The day behind you, with all its complexities and challenges, its small victories and quiet struggles, is complete. You have done enough. You have been enough. And now, as the world grows quiet around you, as the last light fades from the sky, you are invited into something sacred, the art of peaceful surrender to the night. Let yourself sink a little deeper into whatever supports you now. Feel the weight of your body being held, supported, cradled by the earth itself. You are safe here. You are welcome here. And for the next while, you have nowhere else to be, nothing else to do, no one else to become. You are simply here, breathing, being, existing in this moment that belongs entirely to you. The ancient Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, writing by candlelight in his tent during military campaigns, once reflected, "Confine yourself to the present." Tonight, we honor that wisdom. We confine ourselves to this present moment, this breath, this heartbeat, this gentle settling into rest. The present moment is not asking anything of you. It's not demanding performance or perfection. It's simply offering itself as a place of refuge, a sanctuary where you can lay down the burdens of the day and remember who you are beneath all the doing and striving. In the Buddhist tradition, there's a beautiful understanding that suffering comes from our attachment to things being different than they are. Tonight, we practice the gentle art of acceptance. Whatever happened today, whatever didn't happen, whatever you accomplished or didn't accomplish, whatever you said or didn't say, whatever you felt or didn't feel, all of it is exactly as it was meant to be. You are not behind. You are not ahead. You are exactly where the river of life has carried you. And that is perfect. The great Taoist sage Lao Tzu taught us about Wu Wei, the art of effortless action, of flowing like water around obstacles rather than fighting against them. As you rest here now, you embody this ancient wisdom. You're not fighting the day that was. You're not struggling against the tiredness in your body or the thoughts in your mind. You're simply flowing, like water finding its natural level, settling into the peace that is always available to you. Seneca, the Roman philosopher who understood both great wealth and great loss, wrote, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." Tonight marks the end of this day, and in that ending there is profound beauty. There is completion. There is the satisfaction that comes from having lived another day fully, imperfectly, humanly. And in this ending, there is also the promise of new beginnings, of tomorrow's fresh possibilities, of dreams that might visit you in the hours ahead. You are allowed to rest now. This is not laziness. This is not giving up. This is wisdom. This is honoring the natural rhythm of life that pulses through all things. The rhythm of expansion and contraction, of effort and ease, of day and night, of waking and sleeping. The trees know this rhythm. They don't apologize for losing their leaves in autumn or for standing bare and still through winter. They trust the cycle. They rest when it's time to rest. And so can you. Carl Jung, the great explorer of the human psyche, understood that our dreams are not random firings of neurons, but meaningful communications from the deeper parts of ourselves. As you prepare to enter the realm of sleep and dreams, know that you're not just shutting down for the night. You're opening to another kind of consciousness, another way of knowing, another dimension of your being that speaks in symbols and stories, in images and emotions that bypass the rational mind and touch something deeper. The night sky above us, whether we can see it or not, is vast and infinite, filled with stars that have been shining for millions of years. Some of those stars died long ago, but their light is still reaching us, still illuminating our darkness. There's something profoundly comforting in this, the way light persists, the way beauty endures, the way even in the deepest darkness, there are always points of illumination if we know how to look for them. Viktor Frankl, who found meaning in the darkest circumstances imaginable, taught us that we cannot always choose what happens to us, but we can always choose how we respond. Tonight, you're choosing to respond to the day's end with gentleness toward yourself. You're choosing rest over restlessness, peace over worry, acceptance over resistance. This is a profound choice, a courageous choice, a wise choice. The Buddha spoke of impermanence as one of the fundamental truths of existence. Everything changes. Everything passes. The difficult moments of today have already passed. The worries that seemed so urgent this morning have already shifted and changed. The emotions that felt overwhelming have already begun to transform. Nothing stays the same forever, and this includes whatever pain or stress or anxiety you might be carrying. It too shall pass, like clouds moving across the sky, like seasons changing, like waves rising and falling on the shore. Epictetus, who knew both slavery and freedom, taught that we suffer not from events themselves, but from our judgments about events. Tonight, we practice releasing our judgments about the day. We don't need to label it as good or bad, successful or unsuccessful, productive or wasted. We can simply let it be what it was. A day lived, a day experienced, a day that contributed to the ongoing story of your life in ways both seen and unseen. Alan Watts, that wonderful bridge between Eastern wisdom and Western understanding, often spoke about the futility of trying to grasp life, of trying to hold on to experiences or control outcomes. He compared it to trying to catch running water in your hands. The tighter you squeeze, the more it slips away. But when you cup your hands gently, when you don't try to possess, but simply receive, the water can rest there for a moment, reflecting the sky, catching the light before flowing on to where it needs to go. This is how we can hold our days, our experiences, our very lives, not with the tight grip of control, but with the open hands of acceptance. You don't need to hold on to today. You don't need to carry it with you into sleep. You can let it flow through your open hands, grateful for what it brought, peaceful about what it took away, trusting that tomorrow will bring exactly what you need. The ancient Greeks had a concept called eudaimonia, often translated as happiness, but really meaning something deeper, a flourishing life, a life lived in accordance with one's deepest nature and highest values. You don't achieve eudaimonia through constant striving or endless accomplishment. You find it in moments like this, in the quiet recognition that you are already whole, already complete, already worthy of love and rest and peace. As the night deepens around us, imagine yourself as part of the great cosmic rhythm that governs all things. The earth is turning, carrying you gently through space. Your heart is beating, keeping perfect time with the pulse of life itself. Your breath is flowing, connecting you to every living thing that has ever drawn breath on this planet. You are not separate from this vast web of existence. You are woven into it, supported by it, held by it. The Stoics practiced an evening reflection, looking back over the day not with judgment, but with the gentle curiosity of a scientist observing natural phenomena. What did I learn today? How did I grow? What challenged me? What brought me joy? What can I release? What can I carry forward? These questions don't need answers tonight. They're simply invitations to witness your own experience with compassion, to see your life as the remarkable journey it is. In the Taoist tradition, there's a beautiful image of the sage who is like an uncarved block, simple, natural, unpretentious, containing infinite potential. Tonight, you return to that state of natural simplicity. You don't need to be anything other than what you are. You don't need to solve anything or fix anything or improve anything. You can simply be like a tree resting in winter, like a lake reflecting the moon, like a mountain standing peacefully under the stars. The great mystic Rumi wrote, "Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray. Tonight, let yourself be drawn by your love of peace, your love of rest, your love of the quiet moments when the world slows down and you can hear the deeper rhythms of your own heart. This love will not lead you astray. It will lead you home to yourself." Modern neuroscience tells us that sleep is not a passive state, but an active process of healing and integration. While you rest, your brain is busy consolidating memories, processing emotions, clearing away the metabolic waste of the day's thinking. Your body is repairing tissues, strengthening your immune system, preparing you for tomorrow's adventures. Rest is not the absence of activity. It's a different kind of activity, a sacred kind of work that happens in the darkness, in the quiet, in the letting go. You are safe to let go now, safe to stop monitoring and managing and controlling, safe to trust that your body knows how to breathe without your conscious direction, that your heart knows how to beat, that your mind knows how to process and integrate and heal. You are held by forces far greater and wiser than your conscious will. The same forces that keep the planets in their orbits, that guide the salmon home, that know when to bloom and when to rest. The ancient Chinese philosopher Zhuangzi told a story about a man who was so worried about his shadow and his footprints that he tried to run away from them. The faster he ran, the more shadows and footprints he created. If he had simply sat down in the shade, both would have disappeared. Tonight, you're choosing to sit in the shade, to stop running from whatever has been chasing you, to find peace in stillness rather than solutions in motion. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself each night, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." Your thoughts tonight can be gentle ones, peaceful ones, loving ones. You can think thoughts that soothe rather than agitate, that heal rather than harm, that open rather than close. You have this power, this choice, this gift of directing your inner landscape toward peace. The Buddhist concept of loving kindness begins with extending compassion to yourself. Tonight, wrap yourself in loving kindness like a warm blanket. Speak to yourself as you would to a beloved friend who has had a long day and needs comfort. You are worthy of your own kindness. You are deserving of your own compassion. You are allowed to be gentle with yourself, especially now, especially here, in the quiet sanctuary of this moment. As we near the end of our time together, let yourself sink even deeper into whatever supports you. Feel yourself being held not just by your bed or chair, but by the earth itself, by the gravitational embrace that keeps you grounded, by the atmosphere that surrounds you with every breath, by the vast cosmos that cradles our small planet as it spins through space. You are part of something magnificent and eternal. Your worries are temporary. Your fears are passing clouds. Your peace is as vast as the sky itself, always there, always available, sometimes hidden, but never gone. Tonight, the clouds are parting. Tonight, you can see the stars again. Tonight, you remember who you are beneath all the stories and struggles and striving. Lao Tzu taught that the sage does not attempt anything very big, and therefore achieves greatness. Tonight, you achieve greatness not through grand gestures or heroic efforts, but through the simple, profound act of being present with yourself, of offering yourself the gift of rest, of trusting that you are enough exactly as you are. The river of time carries us all, and tonight it carries you toward dreams, toward rest, toward the deep restoration that comes when we stop swimming against the current and allow ourselves to float, to be carried, to trust the flow. You don't need to know where the river is taking you. You only need to relax into its embrace and let it carry you home. And so, dear friend, as our journey together draws to a close, know that you carry with you the wisdom of ages, the love of countless beings who have walked this path before you, the peace that surpasses understanding. You are not alone in the darkness. You are accompanied by the great cloud of witnesses who have found rest before you, who have discovered that peace is not something to be achieved, but something to be received. Let your breathing slow and deepen naturally. Let your muscles soften and release. Let your mind grow quiet, like a still pond reflecting the moon. You have done enough for today. You have been enough for today. You are enough, period. Full stop. No conditions, no qualifications. No need to prove or improve or become anything other than what you already are. The night is here to hold you. The darkness is here to heal you. The silence is here to restore you. And tomorrow, when you wake, you will wake as yourself. Perhaps a little more rested, a little more peaceful, a little more aware of the profound gift it is to be alive, to be conscious, to be part of this great mystery we call existence. Now, let the night carry you gently into dreams. Let the ancient wisdom we've shared together settle into your bones, into your breath, into your being. Let yourself drift like a leaf on a gentle stream, like a cloud across a peaceful sky, like a soul returning home after a long journey. You are safe. You are loved. You are exactly where you need to be. And now, dear friend, let the echoes of these thoughts fade into the beautiful silence of sleep, where healing happens, where peace dwells, where you can rest in the arms of the infinite, knowing that all is well, all is well, all manner of things are well. Sleep now, dream peacefully, rest deeply, you are home.